Bit more angle this side, yeah, come on Rich. Oh man. Well, first of all, many thanks to everyone that entered last week's competition. I shall get onto the winner of that in just a second. But I did tell you today I would be taking you back down to the boardwalk. That is because in 1908, Joseph Simpson of Vineland, New Jersey, invented the arcade classic that is Skee-Ball. Now, my friend Tony from CCX RC put a video out of his kids and him playing RC Skee-Ball the other week. But I'd actually written these challenges out about 3 or 4 weeks ago before Tony's one. So you can imagine my horror when I saw this, thinking, that was the idea I was coming up with. But I thought it looked such a blast that I wanted to put it together and that he still wanted to go ahead with it as a challenge. So I thought I'd mention that if anybody thinks I've copied that idea, it was kind of already up in here. And trust me, only a mad person could think of this stuff anyway. Well, first of all, you're going to need a couple of things for this challenge. One is a car that can jump, which kind of rules that out. So you're going to need a car that can handle a jump. Now later on in this video, I do test out the Skee-Ball course with the awesome ATES Traxxas X-Max here. However, earlier on in the day, I was testing the course with this Red Cat Piranha. And if you want to see the outtakes, you'll see this car with a minor fire towards the end of the video. But you are welcome to choose any RC car, either big or small, for this challenge. 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, nitro even, anything goes. But for anybody that's not familiar with what Skee-Ball is and what the rules of this game are going to be, well, let me quickly take you on the computer, show you that, and then it'll take you outside. Okay, so a little bit about Skee-Ball for those who don't know the game. Many of us here in North America do know it, love it, are familiar with it, but you have to bear in mind there'll be people watching this all over the world, hopefully taking part in the RC Skee-Ball tournament. In Skee-Ball, you get 9 balls. You throw one at a time, you roll them down here as hard or as gentle as you like. It hits this little kicker here, kicks the ball up in the air, and it hopefully lands in one of these high scoring cups, which vary from these either side at 100 points each, 50 at the top, 40, 30, 20, 10, and so on. So how's this going to work with RC cars? And zooming in here so people can see it in a little bit more detail. This is a ramp I mentioned. Your ball comes down, hits here. If it lands in this first hole, you get 10 points. If it lands outside of here, it just drops down the slot, you get nothing. Next hole up, 20 points, then 30 points for the middle one, 40 points for the top one, 50 points for the very top one, and then 100 points at bonus ones at either side. You've got to be very lucky indeed to get it in there. Well, before we go outside and get set up and I show you how to play RC Skee-Ball and exactly what I've got in mind and what you need to follow, some text in the description that I want to see in the first 3 lines of your description, and also there's a little bit of text in there that I want to see in the title of your video entry. And to enter this, people, you must post your video entry as a comment in the comment section below this video. If you don't do that, I don't know that you've entered the competition, so I can't mention you and give you a shout out, etc. If I don't know you've entered, you ain't gonna win. Prizes, just like last week, there will be a servo or LiPo battery sent out free to the winner wherever they may be in the world. Anyway, let me take you outside, show you how badly I've set it up on the grass and how much easier it is to set it up on the blacktop. After that, I'll talk about the rules and the scoring a little bit more. Well, you can do this week's challenge on grass or on blacktop, as I thought I gave people options depending on where they are in the world and where they've got to work with. It's much harder to set it up on grass, so let me talk you through it on blacktop as it's far easier to follow. Well, the easy way to set up your Skee-Ball course is like this. Get a large heavy object which you want to anchor in the center, a piece of chalk, a tape measure because you want to measure 6 feet because we're doing a 12-foot diameter circle for the main ball. You get your string and your chalk and you draw one 12-foot diameter circle, and for each one of the next circles you just need the string to be 2 foot long. And you need that string to be 2 foot because we're drawing 4-foot diameter circles for everyone from now on. I'm going to draw 5 4-foot diameter circles in total. 1 outside of the main circle, the second one just inside, the third one just inside that, and then I'm going to put my 100-point circles to either side at the top there. Okay, now I've got my 2 100-point scoring circles in, one on the right, one on the left here. They are to be no less
than 4 feet apart from the 50 circle in there. So every single circle on it, 4 feet apart, nice and easy. Scoring, top two, right one, left ones, 100 points. Top one, 50, 40, 30. Anything inside the big circle, but not in the 40 or 30, gets 20 points. Anything outside of the circle gets the ramp, has to be a minimum of 8 foot back from the front edge of the large circle. Okay, now your jump can be any height, width, size that you want, but it does have to have some height. If you just hop and drive into the circle to score points, well, you ain't going to be getting any points, because when I've done the outside demonstration, I'm going to explain exactly what the rules are as to what is classed as a scoring jump or not. Well, I have to say, I tried this just now, and it is a little bit overkill. 20 points, nice and easy. In fact, it is probably the car to get the 100-point mark, but you're not going to need a huge amount of speed because the power on this thing is brutal at the best of times. 30 points. Second jump on there. That's what I was wary of at the back there. So that's my second jump. Time for a third one. Can I hit that 50 marker, Richie? Oh, I'd have to check that. That's my third jump. Fourth jump. Very easy to lose track of how many times you've jumped around on this thing. Oh, 40 pointer there, I think. 40 pointer there. I'm not sure if that's my fourth or my fifth jump. It's very easy to lose track of it. $40 pointer. I actually tried this earlier with the Red Cat Piranha because I was thinking a smaller car might be better, but I think a bigger car is actually better. I think that's 6. So sorry if I'm losing count here, people. So you definitely don't want to be stood in front of this thing. Oh, 30 pointer there. I think that's 7. It's actually better doing this than with my other buggies. Oh, 40 pointer. We got 8. $30 pointer. And I think that makes 9. But I have lost count on there, I have to say, guys. So, you now know what you have got to do. You can use any car you wish. I think 4-wheel drive will probably give you a little bit more stability when jumping through the air, as will brushless for that extra bit of distance for reaching the far 50 point or the 100-point markers over there. I have to say bigger is better on this challenge, particularly if you've only got a small run-up space. The SX Max there absolutely launched itself through the air. My suspicion is something like a 1/8, 1/10 scale car, like a /4x4 VXL model, is going to be the ideal thing for winning this competition. Whereas with the X Max, it's a bit like point and shoot when it comes to launching off of the ramp. Anyway, let me head back inside, talk you through the rules very quickly, and then it's entirely up to you as to your choice of car though.
The winners from last week's competition for the single car entry, we have got 110 Drift with 16 laps, and the indomitable Roadside RC win the dual car entry with 23 laps. Anyway, if those two people would like to contact me via the Driftomaniacs Facebook page, send me a private message on there. Do not put your email contact details below this video, as I value your privacy. You are only to do 9 jumps. You can take as long as you want to do them, and then comes the tiebreaker, is the time. If you have 2 people, or 3 people, or even 4 people with the same score at the end of this Skee-Ball competition, the one that's got the score in the fastest time will be the winner. So that is why it is essential that I see it in one big take, and you put on there on the time and tell me how long you've done it. You've got to video the thing as one continuous take so I can see everything and so I can clearly see where the car is landing. So you're going to want something with a bit of elevation, or a friend filming it from the side so you've got a bit of height so I can see the cars landing, and it has to be unedited. So it's going to be 9 jumps in a row. Not a problem at all if you want to run over there and tip the car back onto its wheels if it's landed. I have a feeling this should prove a little bit of a challenge for people, but in the best possible way. Anyway, I'm hoping this one is going to provide some good fun, because Skee-Ball is an absolutely classic game to play, and this is just like a version of it but with RC cars. As I say, what I want people jumping into this, if you're just going to go over like a little 2-inch jump and it's going to hop and then you're just going to drive in the circle, that's not how this game is going to play out, guys. Okay, hope all that makes sense. Any comments or questions you might have, fire away in the comments section. Now for this challenge, guys, I will just say, we just want people using one RC car. So you're not going to be using multiple ones for this, but I just want people to be using one RC car for this. You are, however, welcome to enter as many times as you wish, as I have a feeling that the scoring may get a little competitive on this. So it is the highest score with 9 RC Skee-Ball jumps that will win the prize. Hope all that makes sense, and do not forget to read the rules and instructions in the description below the video. Anyway, stay safe out there, people, and I hope you enjoy this one.
As I say, you are welcome to try it with a car of any size. This may be a little bit overkill in the yard here, but we shall see. Oh! Now, the other thing is, I want it shot in one continuous take. Whoa! Show you the good and the bad with this channel. That was obviously not very good. That was the Red Cat ESC, obviously frying itself. Bit more angle this side, yeah, come on, Rich. Oh, man.
Well, thumbs up if you like this video, guys. Post any comments you might have in the comment section below the video, and hit the circle below to subscribe. And if you do hit the circle, don't forget to hit the bell.